Welcome to Module 5, Lesson 12. Today we're going to be working more with area and fractions. And for this first problem on your homework, you're going to need to get out your ruler and be able to measure to the nearest quarter inch. And hopefully we've done enough of that recently in the classroom that you're okay with that. So I'm going to make up some numbers, but say that I had measured my length as, let's see, how about 4.5 by 5 3/4. And so using my area model, we're getting more and more abstract, so my boxes aren't nearly what they would be as far as to scale. But that's okay. Now for this first box here, I get 5 times 4, and 5 times 4 is 20. And then moving across, 5 times 1/2 is 2.5. For the next box, moving down, 3/4 of 4 is just 3. And then half of 3/4 for the last box is 3/8. So those are what I need to add together to get my total volume. So 20 plus 3 is 23, plus 2 is 25. Then I still have 1/2 and 3/8. Now I know 1/2 is the same as 4/8, so I have 25 and 4/8 plus 3/8 is 25 and 7/8 inches squared. Just as a reminder, I kind of blasted through it a little bit. This is 5 times 4. This is 3/4 times 4. This is 5 times 1/2. This is 3/4 times 1/2. And those all together added up give me my 25 and 7/8 inches squared. For my next problem, this is typical of some things you'll see. Actually a larger square in this case with a smaller square cut out. And what we really want to find out in this problem is the remaining paper. It doesn't say here, but that's the rest of the problem that I didn't write down. They want to know the paper remaining. So you could break this into this rectangle and this rectangle and this rectangle and add them together. Or you could take a whole rectangle, say that was right there like that, and then subtract out what was cut out. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I have is I have 9 3/4 times 9 3/4. Multiply those all out, and I get this mess. And then I need to add all of these together. So I'm going to have 81 plus 27/4 plus 27/4 plus 9/16, and that's going to give me 81 plus 54/4 plus 9/16, and that's going to give me 81 plus 216/16 plus 9 more 16ths. God bless the engaged New York numbers. Equals 81 and 225/16, and that all simplifies to 95 and 1/16. That's the larger paper. Now on to the smaller paper. That's going to be, if I were to draw it again, I'm going to have 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, which is going to give me 3 times 3 is 9, 1/4 times 3 is 3/4, 3 times 1/4 is 3/4, and 1/4 times 1/4 is 1/16. Add them all together, and I get 9 plus 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 1/16. is the same as 9 plus 12 sixteenths plus 12 sixteenths plus 1 16th is 9 and 25 sixteenths, or 10 and 9 sixteenths. Well, now I got to take the 10 and 9 sixteenths from 95 and 1 16th. So let's go ahead and do that. I get 95 and a 16th, take away 10 and 9 sixteenths. Of course, I need to borrow. I cannot take 9 sixteenths from 1 16th. So let's do that. So borrowing a whole from the 95, I get 16 sixteenths plus the one I had gives me 94 and 17 sixteenths. And I'm still subtracting 10 and 9 sixteenths. I'm going to get 17 sixteenths minus 9 is 8 sixteenths. 94 minus 10 is 84. And of course that could be simplified to 84 and 1/2 inches squared. And that is the answer to that monster. And that is all for today's lesson.